covering all your local high school football games with highlights and scores. Now, Football Friday, brought to you by Alabama Credit Union.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome in to WVUA 23's Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union. I'm Gary Harris. Visit alabamacu.com to learn more. Alabama Credit Union, loans for real life. We've got highlights from 14 high school football games for you this evening, plus our complete DCH Football Friday high school scoreboard. And we begin with our Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports Game of the Week.
Now, the Game of the Week, sponsored by Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports.
Class 6A Region 4 opener, Paul Bryant at Northridge, Tuscaloosa City School rivalry, and they were doing flips, backflips for this one. Here is Northridge scoring the first touchdown on a 1-yard run by Torian Spears after this game got off to a sluggish start, but that put the Jags up 7-0. Momentum now on Northridge's side, and Whit Winfield, he is a nice-looking quarterback. Look at that throw, right on time to Colin Shelnut for a 20-yard gain and a first down. And then it's another rushing touchdown, this time from Lyric Street right into your living room. Northridge on tap by a couple of touchdowns after a muffed kickoff and a recovery by Northridge. Winfield goes to work again up top to Patton Currington, wide open in the end zone. 20-yard touchdown strike. Northridge on top, and they go on to take it over Paul Bryant tonight. They get the bragging rights. More importantly, Northridge moves to 3-0 overall, 1-0 in the region. Paul Bryant Stampede drops to 0-3 with that loss this evening. Class 7A Region 3, Tuscaloosa County High hosting Thompson. Thompson has not been scored on. They've outscored their first two opponents 110-0. They're the two-time defending Class 7A state champions, 3 of the last 4 state champions. And County High, under Adam Weingarten, they're going to get better, but it's going to take some time. Thompson, Brandon Franklin takes the handoff for the touchdown. Thompson's defense just dominant on the night. This was really over by halftime. Thompson quarterback Connor Harrell, one of the best in the state, finds Ryan Pickens. Nice throw, nice catch, another touchdown. Thompson led 28-0 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, Tuscaloosa County back to punt. But the Warriors' Caleb Harris gets the block out of the end zone for a safety. Tuscaloosa County's Charles McGee going to have a highlight here for the Wildcats. There weren't many of them tonight, to be honest with you, but he is going to come up with a pass breakup for the Wildcats. Maybe we won't see it. Let's check out the final. And this one, as I said, got ugly early. They had a running clock in the second half. You don't see that very often in Class 7A, but Thompson now has outscored their first 3 opponents, Oxford, Spartan, and TCHS, 168-0. I don't know that I've ever seen this in the state of Alabama in Class 7A or any classification, 168-0 after 3 games. It's just unbelievable what this team is doing, and County High on the wrong end of it tonight up in Northport. 6A Region 4, Hillcrest at Brookwood. Early in the first quarter, Hillcrest quarterback Evan Crawford is going deep. Ethan Crawford. You guys watch that. We don't want to get Ethan's name wrong. It's Ethan Crawford. He throws it to Derek Hall, who takes it in for the touchdown, first out of the game. Brookwood comes ready to fight back, though. Jacob Smithson fakes the pass and then runs it into the end touchdown. And Brookwood trying to come back, but Crawford to A.J. Myers, and A.J. Myers is dialing up reservations for 6. Crawford again. He can do it with his arm. He can do it with his legs. That's why they call him a dual threat. Harry hands it off to Jamarian Johnson, who runs it in. Just so much talent on that offense. Hillcrest wins it tonight as we check out the final. Over Mike Bramlett, their former defensive coordinator, now the head coach at Brookwood, 49-16, the final score. 4A Region 3, American Christian hosting Montevallo tonight here in Tuscaloosa. After a slow first half, ACA going to get it going in the third quarter. Only 3 plays to open the third quarter before they find the end zone. Tyler Flowers busting it in for 6. On the next drive for the Patriots, it's Flowers again breaking out for a 45-yard run. His second touchdown of the third quarter, and ACA wasn't done. They're starting to pour it on now. Quarterback Sawyer Dearman is going to go over the top to Matthew Taylor, touchdown. ACA gets the win tonight. Big region win over Montevallo, 41-10, the final. Well, 4 games down, but still 10 games to go here on WVUA 23's Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union. Still to come, the Gordo Green Wave open region play at home against Oak Grove. But first, a couple of Class 1A rivals. Berry and South Lamar hooked up tonight in Fayette County. Highlights when we return to Football Friday right here on WVUA 23.
Hi, we're the Central High School cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday on WVUA 23.
Central High School Falcons cheerleaders welcome us back into Football Friday here on WVUA 23, presented by Alabama Credit Union. I'm Gary Harris. Big game tonight at Berry as the Wildcats open Class 1A region play against the South Lamar Mustangs. These two schools not that far apart. Here we go as we take you up to Berry at Fred Webster Stadium. First half, Stallions with the ball, and number 10, Garrett Weathers with the pump fake, and then the throw to E.J. Wilson, and that's what speed does. He just kind of dumps it off to Wilson. Wilson does the rest as he leaves the Berry defenders in his wake. It's 7-0 Mustangs early. Following a block punt by the Stallions, I should be. Following a block punt, it is Charles Neal taking it in for the score. And the Stallions are up 14 and more for South Lamar. E.J. Wilson again. Look at this guy. I mean, this is serious athletic ability. Into the end zone for another Stallions touchdown as we check out the final. South Lamar, huge road win tonight at Berry Fayette, 36-20, the final score. 4A Region 3, Bibb County hosting Dallas County for a homecoming tonight. And there we get a good look at the homecoming queen. On 4th down, Dallas County trailing the Choctaws. Quarterback Michael Harris, though, will find Marquavius Pelham. He pulls it in, does Pelham, for a nice grab, but too much Bibb County. Quarterback John Downs elects to keep himself. It's the right decision as he gets it in for an 11-yard touchdown. Now in the second quarter, Downs will find junior Colby Collins, and he cuts it back into the end zone for the touchdown. All Bibb County on defense. Linebacker Angel Romero is going to force the fumble, and Jaquan Loggett is going to scoop it up. We're going to have ourselves a big man touchdown. You see it right there. Big man touchdown tonight at Bibb County, and the Choctaws, happy homecoming. They win it 48-20, the final tonight. 4A Region 5, Gordo hosting Oak Grove at Libby Hankins Field, and they got that new beautiful turf field. Oak Grove already in trouble. It was 39-0 when we arrived, and it didn't get a lot better for the visitors. Bad snap there. Gordo recovers, and then Gordo running back Willie Fonville is going to come very close to scoring here, but he just comes up short. And on the next play, Oak Grove able to get the fumble. But it would not matter as we check out the final. All Gordo tonight. They roll 45-0. AISA action, Pickens Academy hosting Sparta Academy up in Carrollton. Pickens Academy gets the scoring started early in this one as they talk it over. A huge 80-yard touchdown by DeVaron Wilkins. He gets the edge, and then that's just speed. Like the defender had the angle on him, but he says, no, sir. I'm like Jalen Waddle. I'll just run off and leave you, even when you think you've got me. 2-point conversion, that made it 8-6, Pickens Academy. Sparta working the ground game as well. Jamaica Morrow, he gets into the end zone for 6, a 22-yard touchdown run, and Sparta goes on to get the victory tonight up in Carrollton, 36-12 over the Pirates of Pickens Academy. 8-man Christian Football Association action. Tuscaloosa Christian hosting New Life, and New Life tonight, they didn't have much life in terms of their football because this was all Tuscaloosa Christian. They were up huge when Jay Dockery handed it off to Seth Hester. And Jared Walters then right past our camera, cuts it back. 60 yards later, he's down to about the 3. Dockery finishes it off for the touchdown, and this final 70-16. Over in Cottondale, they celebrated tonight as they took it to New Life by a margin of 54 points. Still to come here on Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union, our complete DCH Football Friday scoreboard. But up first, action from 5 more high school football games. As West Alabama's high school football highlight show continues, Football Friday will be back right after this.
Hi, we're the Tuscaloosa Christian Warriors, and you're watching Football Friday on WVUA 23.
And thanks to Pool and Patio Center for sponsoring our cheerleaders each week. All these cheerleaders do a terrific job. Welcome back to Football Friday on WVUA 23. I'm Gary Harris. Let's get right back to the action. Non-region Class 6A matchup, Homewood at McAdory. This was a good one. McAdory at home with an 11-point lead over Homewood early in this second half of this game, early in the third quarter. But here comes Homewood coming back. Woods Ray to Harvey Ray, 25 yards. It's down to 1, but then the Patriots get a field goal, but back comes McAdory. Quarterback Cameron Shepard to Jabari Straight. 19-yard touchdown pass. Yellow Jackets back up 2 scores. Homewood trying to keep pace, but a critical mistake. Woods Ray is picked off by Fredarius Sims. Pick 6. It looks like the Yellow Jackets are in good shape. And more McAdory on 4th down. DeAnthony Coleman with the keeper, and he takes it. McAdory wins it big over Homewood as we check out that final. Boy, look at the Yellow Jackets. Old-fashioned whipping tonight over the Patriots, 45-18. That's a little bit surprising, that final. Class 6A Region 4, more action. Bessemer City at Hueytown. Hueytown striking first. Quarterback Earl Woods calling his own number, and it worked out well. He gets it into the end zone, 7-0 Golden Gophers. Bessemer City quarterback Chris Whitsitt here, not to be outdone. He works hard for some yardage, more like a fullback than a quarterback, muscles his way into the corner of the end zone. Hueytown strikes right back, though. Woods with his arm. DeAndre Coleman on the crossing route, shakes off a couple of defenders. 25 yards later, he's in the end zone for 6. And then the Golden Gophers defense. Wow. 4th down play, Whitsitt with nowhere to go as Bailey comes up with the stop to give Hueytown the ball back. And then Woods, a couple of plays later, with the quarterback keeper. He'll finish the job. 24-yard touchdown run, Hueytown tonight. Big over Bessemer City, 57-6 the final. Alabama commit Kobe Prentice and Calera at Pelham in 6A Region 3. This was a heck of a ball game. Panthers trailed by 13 at the break, but here they come. Will Langford to Jake Fox. You talk about behind the defense. He was out to practice early with that one. 53-yard touchdown. And then it's Langford finding Christian Pritchett over the middle. Pelham within 3, but on the ensuing kickoff, Braylon Farrington fields it and gets a couple of nice blocks, hits the crease. See you later. 95 yards, and Calera has the momentum back. But here comes Pelham. Langford on a 3rd down, dances around and then finds Pritchett. It's a 3-point game after a Pelham interception. This is now 4th down and 8, and Langford to Fox wide open. That's the winner, 15 yards. Pelham comes from behind, 34-30, the final score. What a ball game. 4A action last night, 4A Region 3 on Thursday night at Woody Clement Stadium. Holt taking on Wilcox Central, and Holt looking to get the win. And they got off to a hot start. Jordan Driver to Melvin Rollins, 11 yards, touchdown. Holt on their first possession takes the lead. Next possession for the Ironmen. Driver rolls right and fires it to an open DeEldrick Mack. Boy, is he ever open. 30-yard touchdown, and Holt just kept on piling on. They cinched the win last night. They've been few and far between the last few years for the Ironmen. Driver to Tamarius Perkins for a 36-yard touchdown. And then right before half, Driver goes back to his big target Rollins in the corner of the end zone. Holt led 26-6 at the half, and they go on to win it 32-20 Thursday night. Dustin Heights gets the first win of his coaching career at Holt. Big win for the Ironmen. Also on Thursday night, we were up in Walker County. Cordova hosting number 2 Pleasant Grove in Class 5A, and Pleasant Grove wasted no time living up to that ranking. Alex Young hits DeMarcus Lacey for an easy 6 down the right sideline. The defense would hold, and when Pleasant Grove got it back, Young finds the end zone himself. That made it 13-0. Cordova got down, but they did not quit. The home team fought back. Here, Cody Hedrick with a nice throw. Keith Dobbins, our photographer. Don't get hit, my man. Do not get hit. And Cordova would score on this drive, but it was not nearly enough. As we check out the final last night, and it was Cordova losing at home to Pleasant Grove 46-18. Well, that is going to do it for our high school highlights, but stay with us. Alabama and Miami are ready to square off in Atlanta tomorrow afternoon. But when we come back, our complete DCH Football Friday high school scoreboard is straight ahead, so stick around, everybody. The marching Southern Sound from Thompson High School performing the popular song Blinding Light by The Weeknd, our band of the week. DCH scoreboard. Shelby County over Sipsey Valley tonight, 35-22. Addison nips Aliceville, 19-18 the final. It was Demopolis winning on a forfeit. Central with some COVID issues could not play. 1-0 the official score in the books. Montgomery Academy took care of Hill County tonight, 45-26. Hill County falls on the road. Northside big road win at Haleyville, 32-7. Also, Pickens County wins at Hubbardville. Two really good teams in small school classification, 20-7 the final. It was also West Blockton winning on a forfeit. Sumter Central did not make the trip, 1-0 the official final. Tuscaloosa Academy, big road win over Fort Dale, 39-14. TA takes it on the road tonight. Winfield blanks Terre at 53-0. Wilcox Academy over Southern Academy, 33-13. Southside of Selma wins at Greensboro, 56-22, and Hamilton over Curry, 33-8. It was Midfield nipping Lamar County, 28-24, and Selledget, no problems with Cold Springs, 53-14 the final. Hoover big over Vestavia, 34-6. Hewitt-Trussville beats Payne Park, 38-17. Other finals, Oak Mountain, they're good. Over Gadsden City, 17-7. The Eagles take it. Helena doubles up with Tumpka, 20-10 the final. And also, you don't see it on your scoreboard, but Clay Chalkville over Jasper, 68-21. That'll do it for our high school coverage tonight, but we got more here on Football Friday. When we return, we'll look back at the last time Alabama played Miami. And this year's version of the Crimson Tide is in Atlanta, getting ready for tomorrow's game against the Hurricanes. More coming up on the matchup when we return to Football Friday.
We're the Jasper Cheerleaders, and you're watching Football Friday on WVUA.
And welcome back to Football Friday, presented by Alabama Credit Union. Let's talk some college football now. Alabama is in Atlanta. They'll play Miami tomorrow at 2:30 Central Time in the Chick-fil-A kickoff game at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Now, the last time Alabama and Miami met, it was for the 1992 National Championship at the Sugar Bowl in New Orleans. Second-ranked Bama stunned #1 Miami 34-13. Our good friends at Crimson Tide Productions put together this look back at that amazing game.
Here in New Orleans, Louisiana, the Superdome is jam-packed to capacity as we are just minutes away from the Sugar Bowl to determine the national championship. Alabama and Miami meeting for the 16th time in the series history. This is the toughest ticket to be had in a long, long time.
We're just about ready for the ball game. Gene Stallings walking the sidelines. Big chance for him to make a major point at home. So let us play for the national championship. They pin him up short of the 20. George Teague, the first man to get there for Alabama. Third down and goal from the 2, and Sherman Williams checks in. Williams in the middle, touchdown. Thomas is wide to the bottom of the picture. Loretta lets it go, and it's intercepted by Tommy Johnson. And Johnson is all the way down to the 20-yard line. Tommy Johnson having a huge ball game tonight. Classic. Touchdown. And Loretta intercepted by Teague. George Teague is away. Penalty flag down. Lamar Thomas has got it. Lamar Thomas is on his way down the sideline. George Teague is after him and runs him down. Takes the ball. Takes the ball away from him. Teague's got the ball. And they tackle Teague back up to 12. Second down. Give it to Lassick. Turns the corner. Touchdown. Well, they didn't stumble into it. They didn't back into it. They just whipped Miami 34-13.
What a night. I was on the sidelines shooting that game and remember it like it was yesterday. They'll play again tomorrow at 2:30, as I said, in Atlanta. I will be there along with videographer Keith Dobbins. We'll be live. Stu McCann will be here in the studio. I'll be live at Mercedes-Benz Stadium on Crimson Tide kickoff tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. And then I'll have post-game coverage tomorrow night on the news at 10. Well, that's going to do it for Football Friday. I want to thank our great sponsors, Alabama Credit Union, DCH, Tuscaloosa Tourism and Sports, and Pool and Patio. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend, everybody, and roll Tide. I'll see you tomorrow morning on Crimson Tide kickoff.